Good morning, good morning. It's TeMeka Williams, the creator of Love Inspired Teach E. So it's time to give you all my testimony about God's work. So bear with me, okay? It's not an easy story to tell. I was raped during a college break. I think it was fall break, actually. I think before I said it was some other break. I went to visit my friend who was a preacher's kid. My girlfriend was going to come with me, but she had like homework or something. And I'm a woman of my word. So I got on the Greyhound bus to Tallahassee. And he intentionally got me drunk. And I wanted to learn how to drive stick shift. And his Acura is a stick shift. And I've known him a while. One of his best friend at the time, I was in her wedding and he was there. So God has worked because I left my Bible in his Acura. And the Bible had a message from my grandmother in it that I really loved and wanted. And I kept trying to get this Bible back from him. And when my boyfriend from high school, my first boyfriend, my first love, found out, he wanted to go beat him up. And I said, we will not talk about this because that's the same thing I told to this guy the next day. I had to see him at my 20-year reunion this past fall. And so I say, I would never wish this on my worst enemy. And so I know my trigger was the Kobe Bryant death. And so I say I never know what's going on because you don't know what happened. My brother was accused of rape by his ex-girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, girlfriend at the time. I just leave it in God's hands because he has work. And I had to sit at my brother's rape trial and support him and not understand what the hell happened that night. So when it comes to rape, I understand more than people care to realize. And I don't know why we as a society allow this to happen, but it happens. And we get through it because, look, I'm still standing strong. I'm doing this blind because I didn't want to put my contacts in. But let me tell you something. Our God is powerful. He brought me through it. And I give my testimony when I have the energy. I took a break from volunteering for a couple years because I had other things to work through. So as far as my testimony, God has a plan and you have to follow it. And I must not have followed the plan of some sort. If things need to adjust, you can adjust. Keeping your word doesn't have to put you in a compromising situation. My other high school friends that lived with him didn't even know what had happened. For the most part on that trip, I was sleeping on the couch, and that night he said, you can go ahead and sleep in my bed because the party was still going on. And when he came in, I was so drunk. I couldn't really speak properly. Pushing him off of me was too hard. So I say, you never know what's going on. It could be in your own home. You know, like my friends. Just let me tell them what I wanted to happen because I didn't want to talk about it. I was going to college. I was going to graduate in 4 years. I needed to maintain focus. I wasn't going to talk about it. But I'm talking about it, right? So I do this work to prevent it from happening to anyone. Kids, adults, men, women. in a relationship, not in a relationship, this needs to stop. This Me Too survivor, it's on us, RAINN, and SBRC. I look at all of those sites. And my testimony is that you will get through it, but it doesn't have to happen. Because if we just teach people to treat one another better, it'll get better, you know? I had to take the day off today because I knew it was going to be hard. Because whenever I volunteer, it's hard. You know, it's part of my therapy to share because I don't want this to happen to anybody else, you know? It shouldn't happen to anyone else. And when my daughter asked me, I said, baby, you know, something really bad happened to mommy a long, long time ago. And one day when you're bigger, I'm going to tell you about it. But she's asked me since I shared that. And so to put it in kid terms, I just said somebody did something wrong to mommy that they shouldn't have done. And I'm going to keep coaching her because it's not going to happen to my baby, not on my watch, you know. But then, you know, the people who sent their kids for gymnastics, I'm sure they said the same thing. That doctor was doing those girls wrong. So my preference is she takes ballet, but who knows what happens in ballet other than, you know, they're real hard on them. But that's my testimony. Thank you for letting me share. But I pray a lot. Most people don't know how much I pray. I grew up mostly non-denominational, but I'm half Filipino, so, you know, 98% of the Philippines is Catholic and 2% is Muslim in the southern region, and they do a lot of fighting. But I confirmed my faith when I first got engaged. And I called that off, but I still got confirmed because I wanted to be able to relate to my family, and I don't talk to a lot of them right now. They've done some things I don't agree with. I talk to a select few. You know, one year on my birthday when I was pregnant with Jules, my godfather called the cops on me. After I had contemplating aborting my son. I couldn't because God said just don't kill a life, but I'm pro-choice. I couldn't do it. I love my baby. That was on my birthday. From my godfather, you know? My uncle. So, you have to bear with me at times when I get frustrated because I try so hard to rise above. And I used to feel so worthless, like the Rise Up Challenge led by Pete Vargas had me do some work. And I had to acknowledge how worthless I felt every day. Every day I was carrying that weight. So I'm not going to carry this weight anymore. I'm telling you guys so you understand me. And you know, my man friend says not to cry, and he's really strong. I don't know how he does that. But then I remember that quote about life is a comedy to those who think, and a tragedy to those who feel. So I try to laugh to keep from crying. That's my strategy. I was on a prayer call this morning, and family friend was praying this morning, so, you know, I just gave some ups to that. And I just ask y'all to pray for the world right now. Just pray for the world right now. Or if you're spiritual, you know, ask the universe to send good vibes, good energy. I don't care what faith you are. You can be Buddhist, Hindu. My roommate from college, her family converted to Islam. So I learned a lot about that faith. I don't care what your faith is. Just lean in. I'm discovering leaning in is the only thing that's helping me to get better. To get better and get through all this. I'm looking at my altar, just so you guys know, like, it strengthens me. You know, I don't know how he's gonna feel about me sharing this, but he doesn't want a lot of attention on it, but just keep his family in prayer because he has a family member in, the hospital right now, and I believe in God, and I believe it's his will, and the brain function is not promising for his family member. So if y'all could just keep the world uplifted in prayer, because God heals, and he's gonna heal us all. So thank you for allowing me this time and space to share, because I'm tired of carrying the weight. You know that Erykah Badu song about bag lady? I don't want to be the bag lady anymore. I don't. I just really don't. So happy birthday, because this weight is lifted. Happy Born Day, Happy Earth Day, Globe Day, administrative professionals, because we don't call them secretaries anymore. Hump Day, pick a day. I don't care what day it is. But just so y'all know, that's where I'm coming from with this. And I think I went way longer than I wanted to and meant to, but you know, I needed to get that off. And I'm gonna go pick up my daughter, and I need to leave. So y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.